From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions offense will take the field first. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option to give. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. They will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Duke's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Baker. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's a good example there of a complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It'll be third and long. They go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Got his man down the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll run the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll go back to work on offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. This time it's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got his man downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. And the quick shuffle pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's the handoff. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Second and goal coming up. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Nevada. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Awesome.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. To the air, it's Mahan. Gets it out quickly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And they're able to get him down. The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for first down. To the air. It's Baker. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They think there's room to run to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
2nd down.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 29 over UConn. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. It's Mahan. Got the back over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. He's got it. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Brings up second down.
To give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quarterback will keep it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Blue Devils are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
3rd down coming.
Off the play fake. Using the quick game. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Just keep slinging it. Trying to set up the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive.
44-42. 14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Got his man in the middle. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Mahan. Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it set up on the outside.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. To the air, it's Mahan. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Leaves it with the back. Running into the open space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. First and 10 from their own 49. Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, Spencer. How big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.